live struggle legacy. It's a whole movement.
I got you, big baby. I keep the struggle live struggle, live music. Pay attention to how we do it. And so my dog who never made it out. Live struggle, I got you, homie. We break it out, live struggle, live music. Pay attention to how we do it. And so my dog who never made it out. Live struggle, I got you, homie. The things we do when we down on our luck, like a dolphin, anything to get fucked up. What you think? Now we out here trying to get locked up. Desperation brings desperate measures trying to come up.
Hey everybody, it's your boy MP, Live Struggle Legacy, and welcome to the Live Struggle Legacy Podcast, Season 3. Now real quick, if you haven't already done so, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, hit that notification button, drop a comment, start a conversation. If you're listening on a streaming platform, please hit that follow button, save, download, rate us. It helps a lot. And if you're looking to promote your business or your brand, holla at me because we're looking for sponsors. Okay, with no further ado, I have another very special guest on the show tonight. None other than Kristin Richards, correct? Richardson. Yes. I apologize. Kristin Richardson.
Yeah.
And the founder of VonKittin. Did I pronounce that correctly?
You got that right.
Awesome. Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
So I just want to thank you for coming onto the show and sharing your story.
Yes, of course.
And we'll just dive right in. So tell us about Kristin and your live struggle. Tell us your story.
Well, it's currently a struggle for sure. I started VonKittin as my persona in the club life because I started waitressing at the club I'm at about 3 years ago. But I worked there, on and off since I was like in my early 20s.
Okay.
So I went back and my name's Kristin with 2 eyes. So that's why the kitten in VonKittin is 2 eyes.
Oh, I didn't even notice the 2 eyes.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like my name. And then, and then my maiden last name, I'm divorced now, but my maiden last name is Strickmatter. And my ancestors had it as Von Strickmatter. So the Von comes from my old name, and I just fused them together, and I wanted this, for my work IG, where I just promoted the club and promoted me working. Fast forward, I'm getting burnt out with it, and just really need to be creative in my life. And, so it went from a club persona to me. It's me. I'm the brand. It's my whole essence. Yeah. So that's me as VonKittin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So VonKittin was the name that you would have at the club. Is it Von?
Well, I'm Jersey at the club.
Okay.
So everyone knows, this is my nickname. Everyone knows me as Jersey. But my mom got me a Cricut for Christmas a couple years ago, and I just started making like cute little shirts for the girls to wear, the dancers. And that's just kind of how it's been evolving.
And a Cricut, that's like something you use to press?
So the Cricut cuts vinyl, paper. So I cut vinyl and I have a press.
So you actually make your own?
A lot of it. I make custom stuff. Yeah. Yes. I also do the other part of it too through Etsy, where it's drop shipping, and I design and then it gets made and all that.
Absolutely. So. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jersey at the club. So
yes.
You're from Jersey.
I'm from New Jersey.
You want to tell us a little bit about that?
From the Jersey Shore.
Okay.
Like the TV show. I grew up there. I say born and raised. So I moved down here when I was 16. So I still say I'm from New Jersey. Like everyone's like, oh no, you're from Florida at that point. But I'm still a Jersey girl, like 100%. Finished high school here. And I just always stuck to my roots, My family, my friends, everything from up north is still strong for me,
Yeah, that's what's up. Okay. What brought you to Florida?
My mom.
Okay.
She wanted to move here. She had her boyfriend, her late husband now. They had a dream of moving down here, and they just said, let's go. And we ended up down here.
In St. Pete, of all places.
Yeah, St. Pete.
Why St. Pete?
I'm not sure, but I'm glad because I love St. Pete.
Yeah, me
St.
too.
Pete's
I love
awesome. So we've been down here since '01. So I mean, I moved away and come back. I come back every time.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, and just for the audience, an interesting connection. I just met Kristin tonight. We just met in person tonight. And but we actually went to the same high school and were there at the same time and didn't even know each other. So it's an interesting connection.
Yes, the small world thing. You know?
Yeah. Okay, so absolutely. So okay, you moved to St. Pete, and so tell us how you got into the nightlife.
Well, I started, my first job was American Eagle, but I was like more urban dressing, but I was working at a preppy place.
Yeah.
But then I worked in leasing apartments, and then my roommate there, she was like, you'd be really good in the club dancing. So I was like, okay, I'll go try it. And I just ended up going to the old penthouse. They had just opened from Maxim, and the owner of the club opened the door because they were like, it was the day before their grand opening. And they're like, what do you want to do? Dance or waitress or bartend? I was like, I think dance. And so I did an audition. They're like, you're hired. And that was that. So I danced for a very long time.
Okay. And you're talking about penthouse on like West Shore, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember when that place was brand new, like it was super hype and it had like steaks and all that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've been there like a couple times maybe.
Yeah.
That
was the second grand opening.
Okay.
The very first one was like 2008 or something.
Yeah, that's
like
when.
that.
Well, that's when I went.
Yeah,
I went back then. I have not been.
Okay, so yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying like I wouldn't go to a club, but
right.
I haven't been to that one.
Yeah.
Since was it 08, 07, 08? Because I left in 08.
Yeah.
I was in 08.
Okay. Then yeah. So.
And it was brand new. Like that was like
brand new. Yes.
Yeah, I actually had a friend that worked there, and you know when you work at the club, you tell all your friends, "Hey, come to the club."
It is like that. Yeah. So that's how I got started, and that was nightlife for me. And then I stayed dancing on and off up until like 5 years ago.
Okay.
I did live in Germany for a little bit when I got married, because she was in the Air Force. So yeah, I'm very complicated. But yeah, so I ended up coming back here, and no more dancing. I wanted to, stay in the industry, hospitality, stuff like that. So I got into waitressing, bartending. And I don't work at night anymore. I work during the day.
Okay.
But the club I work at is busy during the day, so I do. It's good.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So you're doing pretty well, but you're segueing out.
Okay. Yeah. It's so like 17 years in the business, so that's a long time. And I recently got sober from.
Congrats. That's what's up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Some about 6.5 months.
Good for you.
So, not drinking and stuff like that, it takes I don't want to say fun, because it's a fun time, but I'm burnt out on that environment, because it's just been my life, It's very much the same thing every day,
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
Has it been good to you, though, like overall?
It's been good.
Yeah.
So last year was crazy for me, and it built up to where I stopped drinking. I spiraled a little bit, and I finally got to the point where I had enough of it, and I just quit. And it definitely, you see a different side of, you start seeing things because you're not numbing yourself the whole time, So I've transcended, I've elevated a little bit. I'm just, my soul is craving other things,
Yeah, absolutely. You're ascending.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah. So tell us about the inspiration behind VonKittin.
So it's really wild, because I just, I've been going through my stuff, and I have stuff from when I was younger, and I used to draw, I guess graphic designs, when I was 11, 12 years old, and I still have in my notebook, not all of it, but stuff that I've saved from like when I was 12, 13, 11, whatever. And it's literally what I'm making now, basically. So I've always had ideas, and I would write them down in my notes on my apps, or I would just draw them down really quick, or I'd write it down and save it in a folder. So it's always like fashion has always been something that I love, but not like sewing and stuff like that. It's literally like
Design.
And so I'm definitely spiritual, on my spiritual path, and I so feel like I want to infuse that into what people are putting on their bodies. I want things that are empowering. So going through all the stuff that I did last year and all the years, and then just kind of transforming like the pain and the trauma into what it is actually happening right now for me is, you know, I'm like blossoming into this new person. It's really dragging the creativity back out of me, and I want it to be like, I want people to wear things that like bring out the spiritual like in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I read your bio, and you mentioned, so this is like a high vibration brand.
Yes.
We want to raise people's vibration
And frequency. Yes.
Absolutely, I love that.
Yeah.
And then you talked about, you know, this holistic lifestyle,
Yes.
right, that you promote.
Yes.
And you do that through your design and your fashion.
Yes.
Excellent.
So I'm very, very new with actually coming out with my stuff. Like I said, a couple of years now I've been making stuff for the girls in the club. Just custom stuff or just cute stuff that they can wear while they're working or, you know, whatever. But I learned how to do like the stuff on the computer, like designing it, and I figured out how to like get it on stuff that I could sell it, like the embroidery, like this is embroidered.
Yeah.
So I just started playing around on Canva and like putting my stuff together. So like I started my Etsy shop end of March, so it's only a few months, but eventually I want it to be like a whole lifestyle brand, like health, wellness, spirituality.
That's what's up.
I'm starting with, you know, sweatshirts and hats first and foremost, but I do like the beads. Like I make these bracelets. I make little like jewelry like this.
Is that jade?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
then
quartz?
Tiger's eye.
Tiger's eye for
quartz.
focus? I'm all about.
I saw it. I peeped it.
My sister made these.
It's beautiful.
Thank
you. So that kind of stuff I'm really into, and I have that on my Etsy shop right now. But it's slowly building. It takes a lot of time to make everything, and then also put it out there. Like making the templates for it and all that stuff takes time. So
No, that's what's up. I want to dive into more of your creative process, but before we do, while it's fresh on my mind, right? You talked about frequency, and you connect frequency to your design, your branding, right? And so I go way deep down the rabbit hole. Like I deep dive, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
And so like I recently read an article that talked about how the material carries a different frequency.
Yes.
So are you incorporating materials that raise frequency into your design?
Yes. So when I first started, I was just doing, I wasn't so focused on that, but I knew deep down like that was going to eventually be like the main thing was like organic cotton and, you know, that kind of stuff. I don't want super polyester and stuff like that, but it's like transitioning out of that because I'm super new to picking the products and then what to put on. So I'm learning as I go. But yes, everything will be cotton, organic cotton. Just, you know, it'll say things that will be empowering, and then it will feel and keep your frequency high. Because yes, the polyester, the spandex, all that, it lowers your vibration.
Yes, petroleum. It's all made. Everything, all sports athletic wear. It's
leggings,
all made out of petroleum.
Yes.
Right, which is basically dead carcasses.
Yes.
Right,
and then you sweat in it, and it gets into your skin and your bloodstream. So you know, linen is like what Jesus wore, linen and cotton and all that stuff. You know, what they used to wear way.
And I just read today, I was actually going to send this to you, but I forgot, because it made me think about you. But it was like, study this and read it, and it talked about how, when we sleep, right, and it talked about we're talking about how important it is to have linen sheets and to have cotton sheets and to not have polyester sheets or rayon or any of these other.
Yes, because you heal when you're sleeping, so that's your fastest healing. That's your body's resetting. I actually, this one girl told me about this grounding sheet, and you basically plug it in.
Somebody gave me.
Yes, so I got one, and I mean, it's like you feel something immediately, but it's like just the mindset, like, oh, this is grounding me. Yeah. So I got a grounding mat. I sit on that when I'm working on my laptop. Yeah. It's really awesome. Like my sheets are like 100% bamboo, and I'm like, I'm not sure about that one yet, but it does need to be. When you're sleeping, that's the most important. So yeah, that's really cool that you saw that.
There's definitely something to the grounding sheets. Because somebody gifted me them, and I kind of feel bad. I apologize if you're watching this, but like I didn't really use them that much. I did like a couple times when she first gave them to me. And what I noticed is I didn't want to get out of bed.
Yeah.
I was so lax.
Yes.
And I'm like, I can't sleep in these. I need controlled grounding. Like, not when I got to work.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's just holding me down in my bed.
Yeah. And not in like an unhealthy or a heavy way, just in a.
No, right. It's just
I'm rested.
You're feeling, your body feels relaxed.
I'm in no hurry.
Right.
Right. I'm grounded.
The girl that told me about them, she was a dancer, and she's like, she had back pain and knee pain, and she was selling them like she was making them. She was like, I swear by this. She's like, I brought myself in this, and my pain goes away. I'm like, I get up, the pain is gone. So I got one, and you feel a difference when you use them for a while. Like the grounding mat that I have, I love sitting on that thing. I feel grounded. Yeah. Like I feel focused. It's wild what that can do.
I just had an interesting thought when you talked about how it was one of the girls at the club that introduced you to this. And I thought about like this pattern that I see, and a lot of people that work in that life, they have spiritual gifts, and there's this connection with sexual energy and spiritual energy, and so, I don't know, that's just an interesting, connection that I made.
So I've seen that my whole life too, and I started like looking into it. Like before ChatGPT was a thing where you could like ask it anything, but I was like, what is the connection with alcohol or substance abuse or like the nightlife, like that type of thing? And it is. I got this book. It might be called The Thirst for Wholeness, but there's definitely you want to be close. You want to escape this reality, so you can go back to where you're comfortable. And like being in an environment like that, or with alcohol, drugs, whatever it may be, it takes you out of the uncomfortability of this reality, and it brings you out of it to wherever you are comfortable.
Yeah, I drink alcohol, but very moderately. And I know people say, but literally, like very moderately. Yeah. And it's crazy because it's like the more I experience life, and the more I become into it myself, the less I want to drink alcohol. Yeah. And now it's literally just a social thing. Like I don't drink by myself. I used to. Yeah. Not to get wasted, but come home, wind down, have a drink. That's always kind of how I've drank. Well, when I was young, I did like people do, but
binge. That's what I was doing.
But as an adult, I haven't done much of that, and But I've had a lot of really, really bad experiences on alcohol. I'm sure as most of us adults have, right? Even younger people. I've had really horrible experiences with alcohol. But if you notice, like when somebody's drunk, when somebody's wasted, right? And like, why do people black out? Like there's a reason that they call alcohol spirits.
Spirits, yes. 100%.
Yes. And so, I mean, the spiritual, elders and whatnot, they'll tell you that you become vulnerable to entities.
Yes.
And so when you're blacking out,
you're being taken over.
Yeah, there's something else in control.
I'm definitely one of those people. I blacked out all the time. And, sometimes it'd be really, 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 really bad. And other times it's just like, how do I not remember that? It's just a light, I would feel so like bad the next day. Like not like even just hungover bad, but just so like I felt like I was taken advantage of, but it like because I wasn't in my body, like a spirit. Yeah. That's literally what it felt like. And then the more I read about it, the more it was like, yeah, that's what's happening.
So let me ask you this: does your sobriety and the birth of VonKittin coincide? Was that around the same time?
Yeah.
When you birthed the brand? Because
I was able to focus and not. It's weird because like alcohol would be an outlet to numb and to definitely to numb at that point where I was at. I was just numbing and I didn't want to feel anything. So it was like I always had this creative drive and pull. I always knew I wanted to do something like that. I actually found in all these journals that I started and never finished, but I like read through the first couple pages of this one from a couple years ago, and it's like, it would be so cool if I just had my own brand someday. That would just be a dream come true, Yeah. And it's like I always had it in my heart and my mind, but it's like, well, I'll get around to it, and you don't. Like I just didn't. I was stuck in this spiral rut, whatever it is, and yes, I could not pull off what I'm doing, or be able to sit down and focus, or have any time because I spent a lot of the time recovering from drinking. Or like I worked during the day, but it'd be a late night, so it was just a whole different world. Like the person I was 6 months ago is different. Is a different person now. I feel bad for that person I was. It's like I wish we could have done this sooner, But everything happens in divine timing.
Amen. Something like your shirt, right? So it's like I'm a big believer in that, and I also believe that we have to experience things to become who we are. Like,
Yes.
You've watched 100%. The podcast, right? I've been through some things, and I don't look back on those things with shame. You know what I mean? I'm not proud of everything that I did.
Yes, exactly.
But I know that I had to experience those things. I know I had to be in some really dark places.
Yeah.
Because it's in those really dark places that you discover the light.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's really well put. Like, I'm not ashamed. I was who I was. I did what I did. I was there. If people remember me like that, then that's what it is. But that's not who I am now. I'm not proud of it, but I'm also not ashamed. So, moving forward.
So I talk about this in just about every other podcast, but are you familiar with the term shadow work?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think shadow work is so important because when we have these aha moments or these coming to moments, these moments of sobriety or clarity or, epiphany, however you want to describe them, a lot of times we start to, kind of put ourselves on a pedestal. And I'm not saying this is what you're doing at all. I'm just speaking general.
Right.
Where we start to think we're just all love and light all of a sudden. And then it's like there's no more darkness, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I think shadow work is so, so important and overlooked a lot of times.
It is.
Because all of a sudden, I mean, you see this in religion all the time. And I'm not knocking anybody that's religious, but all of a sudden somebody will find God, so to speak. And now they're better than everybody. They're judging everybody. And it's like,
it's projection at a certain degree,
But then they start to project because all of a sudden they forgot about the shadow and it spills out on their kids or it spills out on their spouse
but they don't own it, but they're projecting it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's why you have to do the shadow work so you can own it. And you actually shadow is, as I read a lot of books about it, the shadow is like your fire, your fuel. Like when you tap into that, you get some really genius things that I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know
yes.
And then it's nurturing your inner child. Your inner child is what their imagination is,
Yes.
like fix that thing and you're just going to be creating and, thriving. That's, how I see it. So the shadow it needs to be integrated into everyday practice.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So when did you make your very first design?
I think I was like When I was little, I still have it. I got this Barbie fashion designer kit, and it had this stencil.
How old were you?
I'm probably like 8 or 9.
So then it started then.
Yeah.
That's,
oh yeah.
and I'm just thinking, I'm making all these connections. You work at American Eagle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like fashion.
You were gradually becoming.
Yeah, it was snowballing.
VonKittin.
Yeah. But it's funny because I still have. It was a thing where you trace a stencil, and I would trace the body outline, and then I would design stuff. And I still have the ones from when I was younger. And then as I got older, I still have like a whole notebook. When I was 13, I put them in like the plastic paper to hold on to it and put it in this notebook, and it says Kristin Strip Matter, designs by Kristin Strip Matter. And so yeah, since I was like 9, 10, 11, and I started saving them when I was like 12 or 13. And then just in school I would be doodling, but I'm doodling, I want this on a t-shirt, I want this on a t-shirt, I want this on a hat. So I have all these little doodles, and it's literally the stuff that I'm doing now. And I look back on it, I'm like, man, I gotta make a TikTok of it before and after or something. And like the Y2K thing is really in right now. So I'm like, wow, I could literally take the stuff I drew when I was 13, put it on a shirt, and it's my brand. And it's my brand, like, deep into my brand, you know?
That's
it's like deep into me.
Well, and that's the thing about, like, there's really no such thing as time. It's a concept,
yeah, it's
right?
a concept.
And so it's like, just because you did it however many years ago, doesn't mean it's not going to be brand new to somebody when you decide to, bring it to life.
Yeah.
So, okay, so now you do most of your designs on Canva, or do you sketch it and then like translate it to Canva?
So I have in my phone, my notes app, like I'll think of like sayings or anything like that that'd be cool on a shirt, that'd be cool on a hat, that'd be a cool tote bag. I'll put it in my notes, and then I'll jump on Canva. Sometimes I'll use AI to like give me a mock-up of something for an idea, and then I'll regenerate it and make it my own. Like, it is my own because it's my idea, but I'll change up the design exactly how I want it. Canva is my biggest tool that I use for that kind of stuff. And there's drop shipping, so Printify and Printful. You can you just put your design in it and they make it for you. So that's where I'm at right now. At the time, my boyfriend, he's so supportive, but he's like, I see your potential. I see your light. I see all of the great things you can do. You're running out of time. You got to get started.
That's what's up. It's great to have somebody like that, though.
Yes.
Yes. Because a lot of times.
But it is really good.
No, that's dope. Well, because it's not always like that. A lot of times it's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it's sort of have somebody. I love that. Yeah, I love that for you. That's
it's actually the reason why I was, you know what? I don't want to hear him anymore. Let me just start something. And I did. I was like, he's right. I know I have the potential too. It's like, but you don't, like, I have a thing where I don't believe in myself as much as I should. So it's like, that's working towards the shadow, like working out the shadow stuff, or just like the not feeling good enough, or this isn't good enough type thing. But that's all part of shadow work, and that's all part of the spirituality and like starting to know myself for real without the crutches that I had for so long, and who I was being or who I was or whatever it was. Like, I'm literally like being born again. It's literally like a whole new thing, but I'm getting to know my real true self and letting that out. So it's like,
so you're branding.
Yes. So I had the support and the push, and I got started one day. I'm like, you know what, I'll just start this Etsy shop, because he had one a while ago where I don't know what he was really selling, but it wasn't like branded stuff or whatever like that. But he's like, it's easy. He's like, I'll help you get it started. So he showed me how to do it, but it was, step-by-step stuff. And I was like, all right, well, let's just try this. And let's just try this. And that's, when I got the Cricut, that's what I was doing. I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to make anything, but I just was playing around with it. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. And then it starts snowballing. Same thing with, I make like resin, jewelry, and ashtray, like all kinds of like resin stuff, None of it's on my shop yet because it's like takes time to post it and stuff. But I was just learning as I go. Everything is just learning as I go.
So, okay, so you do clothing, you do accessories,
jewelry, the crystal beads.
That's what's up.
Like the little jewelry that I make like this, it's like costume jewelry, just fun stuff. Like, I always would be like, when I would go shopping and like just anytime I would just go clothes shopping. Like, I don't like any of the styles. Like, nothing like is what I like. So the stuff that I make now is my taste that I don't see anywhere. Or I'll see parts of it places, but like all the things integrated. Like, I like pinup. I like old school classic stuff like the 50s. And I like cosmic. And I like, so it's like pinup, spiritual, cosmic, fun, but also rooted. It's a mixture of those things. It's just put together.
Yeah.
Fuse them together.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah.
So you do. So I'm familiar with Printful because I launched a merch brand. It's kind of it's in the. I mean, I just officially went out. I didn't do like a grand opening. It's just like I was excited to share it because I finally finished the website.
Yeah.
And I get hung up. I'm not real good on that creative end. You know what I mean? Like visuals and actual design. I'm not real good at that. I usually would outsource that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get better at that because then I don't have to pay somebody to do it.
Right.
And plus, it does become fun. And it
does. It's fun. Yeah.
And it's like a moment of like, okay, a proud moment. Like I did
like
this.
I made this.
Yeah,
this
I made
is
this.
my creation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but like the one thing about the print on demand, like if in a perfect world, I would have a warehouse. I would have all this material pressed out of embroidery and what I mean, all that, and because that's how you make the money.
Yes.
And that's where it's like I'm trying to figure out with Printful because it's pretty expensive.
Yeah,
you know,
you don't make much profit, especially I got Etsy also, so it's like it costs you money to do this stuff.
Yeah.
On the front end. So yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, man, these shirts are almost $20 just raw, and I'm gonna put a design on the front and back, and it's like I gotta sell it for like $40.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like and I guess that's not that much, but when you go to go to like TJ Maxx or Marshalls and you see designer stuff for like $7.
So that's where I get hung up. I'm like, I think the same things. But it's original, but it's original.
Yeah.
I've been looking for a partner that feels like the right fit for this show. A brand that shares the same commitment to quality, comfort, and a better lifestyle. After a lot of research, I found exactly that in Cozy Earth. They create luxury bedding and pajamas made from 100% bamboo, naturally breathable, incredibly soft, and designed to keep you cool and comfortable all night long. It's the kind of product that elevates everyday life, which is exactly the type of brand I want to bring to this community. Cozy Earth also stands behind their products with a 10-year warranty on their premium bamboo bedding, plus free shipping on orders over $50. If you've been looking to upgrade your sleep and align with a brand that fits the values of this show, visit CozyEarth.com and use the code LSL for 40% off your order. That's CozyEarth.com, code LSL for 40% off.
It's nothing like anything else out there. I mean, it could be similar, but it's like original, and like I so infuse my like vibes into it. I really do. I do. I bless it, and
absolutely.
I want to get to the point where like I do make the stuff on my own too, with the Cricut and the press. That stuff is custom. Like it wouldn't be a bulk type thing, but I'm not selling my stuff in bulk anyway. It's like the one design I'll sell in like one size, and when it's gone, it's gone. Or I'll just make something like it. Like a lot of my stuff is just like fun type of things, and then I have the stuff that's like divine, spiritual stuff. So I'm just still fine tuning and working through all that stuff because, right now it's not about profit. Right now it's about building the brand up and the awareness and getting myself out there and like just that for right now, because I do want it to be something. I want it to be big. I want to get into the health and wellness of it. I want to practice holistic wellness. I want to infuse that into my brand. I have 2 other brands that I'm working on too that'll be under like an umbrella, like a Jersey house or something. I don't know what to call it yet, but like I have a lot of fine art type things that I want to work on, and then children's clothes and books and stuff like that. That'll be in another brand. So I have all these ideas. It just takes so much time. I work only 2 shifts at the club right now, but it's so taxing because it's high volume. It's so taxing on my mental and my physical that I get caught up in like life things and I don't focus. So it's like, that's why like I don't have enough of my stuff out there yet, but it's made or whatever, you know. Like,
Do you meditate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do the binaural beats too. That
What's
really helps me. Like
I've been hearing that a lot lately.
I don't like they have like the really long ones, but like I found one that's 10 minutes and it says for positive change. And I'm like, let me try it. It's only 10 minutes. And it feels nice. It feels like your brain is being flossed. And then literally the first time I did it the rest of the day, I'm like, I have so much energy. I feel so happy. What? And then it was that. So I did it every day since, and it's literally done the same thing every day that I do it. So I'm tapping in more into the frequency. I listen to them when I go to bed, but putting them on the headphones and doing it at the pool or whatever like that, it makes a difference. So.
That's what's up. I got something I do only like when I'm having like there's emergencies. You know what I mean? I just I use Spotify. I probably shouldn't. I just heard some horrible things about Spotify.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't have it. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. It's a whole other podcast.
Okay.
But plus, they, they're kind of getting the best out of the artist. Guys making like $300 million a year. And
Okay.
We're out here starving. And,
Yeah.
But I mean, I love the algorithm, and I love the way it gets my music in front of people. But I also love what I love about it. As much as I love that the way that it gets my music in front of people, even though I'm not making money off it, it gets things in front of me, right? And it's just amazing now with any of these apps where you can have, like I remember I used to have books and books of CDs, boxes and boxes of CDs, and turn around all these
big
CDs.
old books.
Yeah, exactly. And then if somebody like breaks into your car and steals it, I remember that happened a long time ago. It's like all these CDs, like a lifetime collection.
It's a treasure trove.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But now everything's in this cloud, and I can pull up my phone. I can pull up everything.
It's convenient.
Yeah, so
efficient.
When I'm having like a really hard time, I pull up 432 hertz. Which is the healing frequency. And I just
it's so good.
Play 432 hertz.
It's so good.
Oh
yeah.
And so that's cool.
Yeah.
So I read when I was reading your bio, you had like a mission with your. I can't remember what exactly it was, but it was pretty powerful. So like, what is your intention? What is your mission overall? Like mission statement, so to speak.
So I mean,
elevator pitch, so to speak.
That's so funny because my boyfriend has like stuff written on his mirror and it says practice elevator pitch. Like it's
that's
so cute. That's fun though.
He sounds like a pretty.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
He's an entrepreneur too. He's got all kinds of stuff he's cooking and working on and stuff like that. I mean, he's dope.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I really, really just want to be part of, raising the collective's frequency. I feel like a lot of people are down and out, and like it's hard to look on the bright side or feel positive when things are shitty, but I lived it, and I mean I still do. It's like I was surviving for so long. I know how to survive. Right now it's like, same thing. I'm trying to get to thriving, but it's still like, survival mode, but I'm learning how to work out of survival mode, like let survival mode go, even though that's where I'm comfortable, and just enjoy the moment. And so like with the clothing, for instance, like when you wear something, it's like part of your aura, it's part of your essence, it is part of your frequency.
Yeah, absolutely.
When people say like wear something, say something like weird on it or like low vibrational, it's kind of like it's part of your vibration. Yeah. I want to like raise people's vibration. I work in an environment where it is pretty low vibrating, and I see, I'm just seeing the things, and like you can be sexy all you want, you can be this, you can be that, but it's like also be a goddess. Yeah. Also, you're divine. I want to bring that out of people. I want people to remember where they come from. Like, that's important to me, and it always has been. Yeah. It's always been in my heart. Like I've always felt this way. I've always felt that I was destined to try to make humanity feel better. Just something like that, and like starting out through my clothes, like because that's what I really enjoy doing. But eventually, like I said, I want to like branch out and like really do some things.
Yeah, no, that's what's up. I
Yeah.
mean, I love the story of like the when I read your bio, I was like, wow, this is a perfect fit because that's what this podcast is about.
Yeah.
It's about inspiring people to hold on to their dreams
Yeah.
and uplifting people, right?
Right,
Through, through art, through entrepreneurism, through just creative content. You know, and that's the whole idea behind this podcast is giving your gifts to the world before it's too late. You know, it's
Yeah.
inspired
Yes.
by a friend of mine who lost his life in prison and he had big dreams, you know,
Yeah.
and sadly he spent, you know, a good portion of his adult life incarcerated and never made it home, you know?
Right.
And so for me, that was like a fire under my butt.
Yeah.
You know, you talked about how your boyfriend, you know, was like, don't wait.
Running
You
out
know
of
what I
time,
mean?
Running out of time.
That's
And
right.
I'm like, no, but yeah, if you think about it.
Well, and when you think about all we really have is now, like the
Now.
future's a made up concept and
Yeah.
nothing's guaranteed. So the only time to really pursue a
Is
dream
right
is
now.
right now.
Yeah.
You know, to make it happen. And,
Yes.
and that's pretty cool. Like you're doing that, you're coming to, and I love that you're aware. Like I think we can navigate low vibe environments, low vibe people, if without it lowering our vibration, as
Right.
long as we're aware and we're protecting our
Self-awareness.
energy. And,
Yes.
You know, and that's what all of this is.
Yes.
To me, it's a form of protection.
Absolutely.
It's a form of inspiration, focus. Like every single one of these beads serves a specific purpose
Yes.
for me, right?
Yes.
And so you know when you're navigating these, that's why I always wear these.
Well, it's
you
like
know?
a shield of armor.
Yeah, that's exactly
So
right.
that's what I want my clothes to be. I want my jewelry to be that. Like I want people to wear it and feel good. Even if they have to go to a crappy job or whatever, you put on a bracelet or you put on one of the necklaces or you put on a hat, or whatever it is, and you feel like no matter what, my energy's protected. I'm vibing high because
Yes.
I got high vibes on through my apparel.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
what's up, and you know you're infusing these things with positive energy.
Yes.
Yeah, like I
Yes.
love that concept. You know, I don't think you need to be a rabbi or a priest
Right.
in order to help raise people's vibrations
Right.
into
It's like being in tune and being aware.
Yeah.
Are very like that's what you need to do.
Absolutely.
And it's easy to do once you do it.
absolutely,
You know?
absolutely. So, any very special projects that you have going on right now that you want to maybe promote, discuss, or throw some teasers out?
I like so many things in the works. So I have another brand, actually my original brand that I thought about, started an IG about years and years and years ago. It was called Vintage Soul Vibes.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so that's my that's my main baby. VonKittin's the one that's birthed,
Okay.
but Vintage Soul Vibes it's gonna be, like I have like a lot of nice pictures that I took when I was traveling. But I want it to be like grounding artwork that you bring into your home and it makes you feel at peace, it makes you feel grounded. I infused a lot of my astrology into my stuff. So I have a lot of astrology driven pieces coming out on VonKittin. And then my Vintage Soul Vibes is getting started. And I have another collab brand. I don't think I'm allowed to say it yet, what it is
Okay.
yet, but with my boyfriend. And it's going to be high vibing, masculine. Because VonKittin's the feminine, and the other one's going to be high vibing, masculine. It's going to be like children's clothes, books. So just overall wellness for that one too. Vintage Soul Vibes will be mostly like art, and then VonKittin's the feminine portion. So it's got these three that I'm just gonna come together and be this nice health and wellness, well-being, high vibing,
Yeah.
on the correct frequency, if you will.
That's what's up. And so it's called Vintage Soul Vibes.
Yes.
And that hasn't officially launched yet.
No, that's also going to be on Etsy because that's how I'm starting them all off. Is just right there, and then I that's going to be like the art portion of it. Maybe some other things, but that's how I'm starting it off as Vintage Soul Vibes. Yes.
Do you have a launch date yet?
Probably it'll be in August because
Okay.
that's like August is a number 8 month. It's my grandma's birthday month. So that's a special month for me. And then it is the month before my birthday month.
Okay.
So yeah, August will be, look forward in August.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, there's all these things I wanted to ask you about, Big Buddy. You kind of answered them in the conversation. So you're using Printful, and then when you do get your materials, because I know Printful's different. Like Printful's, you do solely print on demand, right?
Yes.
For Printful, like you get the order, then you print it, and then you ship it, right?
Yeah.
Is that how you use it?
So for Printful, what I do is I pick out, so this is from Printful. It is the organic cotton sweatshirt that I picked out. I have my brand on there, so I just upload my designs to it. I pick whether I want embroidery or print. And same with the hat. And I just put my designs on it. So right now, it's being shipped from Printful. So if someone orders it, it goes to Etsy, it goes to Printful, and then they get it. Eventually, I'm going to have it to where I order them, and then I can package it all nicely and have my whole spin on it. But since it's just brand new, it's how it is right now.
So you have it set up where the order goes straight from Etsy to Printful?
Yes.
And then you don't have to do anything? It just goes straight
Yeah, my bank account's set up, so whatever they need to be.
So I've only done a couple orders. I'm way behind the curve, but I'm trying to think. I felt like the way I had it set up was they had to pay me, and then I had to pay Printful and place the order, and then they ship it out.
I mean, that is a way to do it. Etsy have a channel where you can hook up your shop to Printful, and then it just is integrated. So it goes
mine's
to that.
kind of like that.
Okay.
But I still feel like maybe I'm mistaken because I'm only had taken a couple orders. But I thought they sent me an email and said, "Oh, you got an order."
Yeah.
And then you have to take the action to
Yeah, so if it's if it's customizable, it's personalized, then you have to approve it.
Yeah.
I have it to where they just take, because you have to pay for the product before they ship it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I have my bank account set up to where it just
automatically. Okay.
Everything's automatic right now.
Drop shipping.
It's drop shipping.
It's a pretty amazing thing.
It is. It's so cool. It's wow, all this stuff I can make. It's so cool. Yeah. So, but I have to fine tune it and stay focused on, because I had a lot of stuff that I had just put out when I first started it, and it was all kinds of fun pin-up-y stuff, and I'm trying to hone in on what the brand is. It is cosmic-y, pin-up, spiritual, feminine power type stuff, but I'm still working on the kinks. I'm working the kinks out.
Yeah, no, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Now, when you do buy your own materials,
yeah,
who do you use?
I literally just go to stores that have, sometimes Target has blank tea canvases or whatever, and they're $5, so I can get stuff like that in bulk.
That's what's up.
And then I can. So my shirt that I have on underneath this is something that I made, but it's one of the shirts on my shop. So it's I can take the graphic that I made and I can put it in my Cricut and I can make it at home, or I can drop ship. But
do you have the tax exempt thing?
No, I have nothing set up like that yet.
So I only know about that because I resold for a little while. During COVID, my whole world got flipped upside down.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to find new hustles, and
yes.
and I was actually reselling electronics. I would ride around all these Walmart. I felt kind of sleazy when I did it because we would go. Well, we would go. I don't disrespect anybody. If that's what you do, that's what you do. But we'd go on Black Friday sales and we'd buy up everything.
That's smart.
And they would hate us. They'd be like, no, you're limited to this.
Right. That's why there's limits now, because you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Because but it was somebody already fucked it up before. I was way late in the game. I didn't.
I heard about this. I actually thought about it.
That's kind of how it's been for me when I've tried to. I think I found these incredible hustles, but I'm late. Somebody already.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's
saturated.
But I'm done with the hustles. For me now, it's about authenticity. It's about branding myself.
So
no
I'm just
expectations.
taking my time and staying in the club because it is my source of income right now. But that's why I don't want to rush through anything. I want things to be, like you said, authentic. That's important.
But it is pretty cool because all that stuff you're buying, even if you're going to Target, you just present them your tax-free form. You don't pay tax on it, and then the customer pays the tax when they buy it.
Yeah.
The only thing is, it's a lot of work. I almost got in big trouble because I wasn't keeping track of everything, and then every you have to report every so often to the what is it, Department of Revenue or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot more work.
So,
right. So it's like opening a can of worms once you do that.
I've thought about that. I had my LLC expired though, but I'm getting that back ASAP. But I was looking into it, and there's actually apps that track. And then I got this app called Keeper, and you hook it up to your accounts. And then every time you spend something, it's like, is this a deduction or is this for your business?
Oh, dope.
And you say yes, and it files it.
You got to pay for it?
Yeah, it's like $40 for the year, I think.
Well, that's not bad.
It's not
bad at all.
not for that. And then so when I go to do my taxes, it'll be all the receipts and everything, or you can take a picture of it and save it.
Keeper. I gotta remember that.
Keeper, yes.
Okay.
So
thank you for that.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that? Take notes. Y'all just put it on game right now.
Keeper. So I mean, it's a tool that will definitely come in handy because I'm not savvy with the math.
Yeah, me neither.
No,
that's why I'm
thanks.
like, okay, and I'm terrible about keeping receipts and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I better make sure I note that after.
Yes.
Yeah. So have you ever heard of a site called Alpha Broder?
No.
Note that.
Okay.
It's amazing. I mean, it's
Alpha
huge. They're out of
Broder.
Orlando. There's a couple of them, but they have a big warehouse in Orlando. And when I was doing the resale thing, I also launched my own brand. I wasn't hip to Printify yet. I wasn't hip to.
Right.
I was trying to do my own thing, and I actually had them on the podcast. This incredible group of creatives out of St. Pete from a local organization called Bottomville. They do music. They do. They do music. They're really amazing, really creative people. They do music. They do embroidery. They do custom designs up. So Moose in the Berg. Shout out Moose in the Berg. Shout out Keto. Shout out Bottomville. Shout out to KO. KO's gonna be on here soon too. All the homies from Bottomville. Much respect. But Moose in the Berg made me this hat.
And I love it.
Thank you.
Keep it as dope.
I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
I love it too.
Yeah.
And he like made it out of like a leather jacket. I don't know what.
It
he
looks
finds-
really cool.
Yeah, and that's I love because I don't have that creative eye.
Right.
You know, and these guys they can go like Moose specifically Takeo, they can go into like a thrift shop and
Repurpose it.
we're into this unbelievable like designer thing, and that's my thing. Like I talk about this in this podcast a lot. It's like I got friends that have brands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And rather than go buy, and I don't want to say any brand, nobody's getting free promo except the homies, but go buy some expensive designer thing from people that don't care about you and like,
Yes.
you know, who knows what weird stuff they're into in the back end, right? You don't know what kind of
energy is being infused into it. Exactly.
Yeah, maybe $7 on the sale rack, but you never know, right?
Yes.
But you know, but even like the high end stuff, like all the
Yeah.
stuff that you know, celebrities and media make us think that
Right.
we need, and then people go start selling
Right.
their souls for this stuff, right?
Right.
Well, rather than go spend money with those people,
Yeah.
I would much rather support the homies.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
like when you got masks and stuff, I'm like, yo, what's
Yeah,
up? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and you know,
Yeah.
like the homie Moose, like I commissioned him to make me this hat.
Yes.
You know, and I don't know. I love that, and I think that. I don't know, I'm seeing this trend, this beautiful trend, right? Like, because things trend and you know, and then you have people that, you know, we'll call them haters or like a common theme on this podcast. Shout out Striz. Dusty in the basement always has something called Dusty. Those people that are just sitting at home, got nothing going on, but
Yes.
telling you how to live and brand and
Yes.
everything else, you
Yes.
know. And it's like,
The NPCs, if you
yeah,
will.
yeah, you know, but it's like, on the grand scheme, you see people ascending, right? I see tons and tons of people getting sober. Not that I'm judging anybody. That's not I'm not 100%
like, that's trending.
That,
Yeah.
and I love that.
noticed it too.
What a beautiful thing to trend. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
people are getting all of a sudden everybody's teaching yoga now. Like all of a sudden like,
Yes.
everybody's a nutritionist and
The wellness things, the positive things are now starting to trend. It's really, really cool because I think COVID had a lot to do with that. People were diving in these rabbit holes. That's what happened to me. I went into a rabbit hole and I didn't come out, I guess.
Well, I'm not saying. I mean, I always kind of was doing that. So for me, it was a breath of fresh air.
Yeah,
It's like
you're wow, welcome.
Yeah, exactly. Like you guys all were calling me crazy and making fun of me, and now it's like, but I'm not mad at you because I'm welcome.
You're
Like you said,
finally,
welcome. Yeah, you know what I mean.
You're welcome.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's really, really cool that those are the things because I just remember, like I see they play like music videos in the club and stuff, and so many things were just trending towards devil worship and stuff like that. And that's just everything seemed to go so negative for a while, and like all of a sudden, like this past like year, I guess, has been upward trending with things.
And there's even like I've gone down rabbit holes in terms of frequency in music and how there was actually plans to change frequencies in music to basically make people destructive.
Well, that's the thing. There's so many things that are being sold that lower your frequency, whether you know it or not. So that's why I'm like, I'm talking about selling stuff that higher, like raises your frequency. It's like, it might sound crazy to people that have no idea, but you're already buying into stuff that lowers it or raises it no matter what. So the music on the radio you listen to, like, it's frequency, baby.
Exactly. I mean, it's just crazy what's on mainstream. You know what I mean? I mean, the things that people talk about, and it's just mainstream. You know, kid friendly, but not kid friendly at all. But you know, it's being marketed to kids. Yes. You know, that's a whole other podcast.
Yeah, like things are getting like turned upside down a lot. So like it is a breath of fresh air to see people getting into their creative things and creating and being authentic. That's dope. Like
yes.
Hell yeah.
So like, not to change gears, but I just want to I want to, you know, talk up Alpha Broder a little bit.
Yes.
Because what I loved about Alpha Broder, their merch stuff, I mean, they have so much, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. And like, so with Printify, they got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But doesn't even scratch the surface of what Alpha Broder offers. Alpha Broder offers, but it's not print on demand. You have to
like buy it, and then you can create on. That's what I want to do.
It's so cheap. It's so cheap.
So thank you for that.
And it comes ridiculously fast. Like I could not believe, because they have a shipping location in Orlando. You know,
that is so good to know, because that's actually what I want. I want to be doing more hands-on. Like I like the drop shipping; it's convenient when I want to make something like on the fly. I guess it's on the fly, but like making stuff with my hands, and I can do that. I want to do that. That's really cool.
So I think I did, I don't know, less than 100 shirts. I think it'd be like $4 a piece, and they were 100% cotton. They weren't organic, but they were Bella Canva and really soft.
Cotton. That's what you need. I mean, organic cotton. It's cotton. Yeah. It's not, polyester.
Well, full disclosure, I got super excited because I only launched one merch product and I only ordered one shirt. Just things have been super tight, and I was super excited about it. Right, so it's my Live Struggle Legacy branding. It's got my homie on it, my big homie Tim, and then the concept that I came up with for part of my branding was protect your energy. Right.
Wow.
And so, but I had it printed on an organic cotton T-shirt, and the color is sage. It's the name of the color. So you know what I mean? Like I was, and sadly, as soon as I ordered it and put it on my website, which I never launched, they discontinued it.
Oh wow!
But if I'm going to be perfectly honest, it didn't feel that great.
No.
It wasn't soft like my other shirts. It didn't even feel like cotton. And I was just like, did I get duped, or was it just like the color that they put in it?
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. But it almost had like a plastic feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Actually, that's when you say that, because a lot of the stuff, when I make it on Printful or Printify, I order a sample of it. So this is a sample. These are samples, and I wear it, take pictures, whatever. But I did have a T-shirt that I made. I just deactivated it because it had this, like, it was cotton. It wasn't organic cotton, it was just cotton, but it felt like rough. Like I put it on, I'm like, I'm itchy. Like that's not cool. So that's why I like to, you just never know what it's gonna feel like. So it's good to do your due diligence.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. So the platform's yours tonight. I just want to make sure that you got out your branding, that anything that you want to share with the people, promote any maybe special message that you have for the world, right? This is on all streaming platforms and YouTube.
Okay.
So it's gonna get around. Anything that you want to say to the people in terms of your message for your brand, or just in general?
Well, I feel like I'm to myself, like I'm kind of like a hermit, but when it comes to like work and stuff, I'm I want to take care of people. It comes like almost, naturally. So like, even though I am in a club environment and stuff, I treat everyone with the same like respect, and I want people to feel good when they interact with me. I want to be part of raising people's vibration,
Yes.
and I want to bring awareness to it through my brand.
Yes.
So if you want to raise your vibration, if you want to feel good in clothes or jewelry, hit up VonKittin on Etsy. I have the VonKittin.com. It's being built, but I do custom orders. If you want something custom, jewelry, anything, just message me. My IG is VonKittin also, so you can DM me on there also.
So a lot of us don't know how to spell. So no disrespect, I'm one of them. So would you tell us exactly how to find
so
it?
VonKittin is VonKittin.
Okay.
So 2 eyes.
Mhm.
So better to see you with.
Absolutely. VonKittin.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then so eventually we'll have www.vonkittin.com.
VonKittin.com.
Okay. And the IG's just at VonKittin.
At VonKittin.
Okay.
And look out for Vintage Soul Vibes.
Vintage Soul
And then
Vibes.
my other one will be coming along shortly after that.
TikTok?
Yes. So I
VonKittin?
have VonKittin TikTok. I have very few things on there, but I will be content creating more now. So
I'm late on the TikTok.
Yeah.
Bandwagon too.
well, I think like our age too is like we didn't grow up having phones in our hands.
Exactly.
So it's like being on the phone all the time, it's tough. Like I want to make content and show how I make my stuff and everything. It's just, I gotta set up the phone and do this, So I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
No, that's what's up. I mean, you're there.
I'm
It's
there,
all happening
baby.
in divine time, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
divine timing.
So that's what's up.
Indeed. Yeah.
Do you have any advice for anybody that maybe wants to start their own brand, whether it be design or just anybody going for anything out there or going through anything out there?
It's like I just told my mom the other day because she's, getting into crafts and stuff, putting it up and up. It's literally just starting. Just start. You don't have to be perfect. You don't even know how to do it. You don't even have to know how to do it. Just start doing stuff. Like, get it going, and then it'll snowball, and you'll get really good at it, or you'll already be good at it. It's just starting, and people are just intimidated. Well, like I suffer from perfectionism, but that's another shadow work thing. But it's just start doing what you feel like doing.
Yeah. Don't wait.
It'll be
right?
beautiful art regardless.
Yeah.
And it will raise your vibration because you'll be happy creating. So.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's
Yeah.
what's up. Any closing remarks that you want to give the people?
VonKittin is not just a brand, it's a lifestyle.
Yes. Okay. So, yes. Excellent. Excellent. Well, Kristin, I can't thank you enough for coming on the show. I really appreciate you sharing your story and your branding. And, maybe later on down the road when you have officially launched Vintage Soul Vibes
Yes.
and then the masculine brand that we're going to keep,
Yes.
on
the low for a minute.
Yeah, maybe we could bring, and maybe we could bring on, you got to talk about it. That
JR,
might be.
He would actually thrive in the setting. He's
Yeah,
great,
so maybe we can set that up. That'll be pretty
That'd be
cool, and that'll be
amazing.
something that the people can look look after at some point in the future. And then something that I want to do. This is a brand new season. This is season 3 right here, and something that I wasn't doing in previous seasons. If y'all are watching this and you have questions for our guest, put them in the comments. Right, and then we could bring her back, answer those questions, or answer them in the comments. Start the conversation.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
So
awesome.
I appreciate you so much. It's Kristin Richardson,
Yes.
right? 2 eyes.
2 eyes.
And VonKittin. 2
2
eyes. Be on the lookout for VonKittin.com, VonKittin on IG, VonKittin on TikTok.
Etsy.
Etsy, that's what's up. Okay, and it's the
Yeah.
same thing. Just go to Etsy,
Yeah,
VonKittin.
just VonKittin.
Excellent. And so we're clothing, accessories,
Accessories,
jewelry, and just all around good vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, well, thank you so much,
you.
Kristin. And I appreciate everybody checking in. It's Live Struggle Legacy. If you haven't already done so, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification button, start a conversation in the comment section. If you're listening on a streaming platform, please make sure you hit that follow button. Please make sure you hit that notification button.
rate us, and if you're looking to promote your brand, we're looking for sponsors. On that note, I'm gonna sponsor myself right quick. I just started a brand new brand. I'm back in the fitness industry, y'all. For those who know me from way back when, I was a coach, and I'm back to coaching. So if you're looking for fitness coaching, yoga, nutrition coaching, mind coaching, this is a quantum approach to fitness. So holler at me. I'll give you a free consultation. I'll tell you all about it. It's Live Struggle Legacy. We building pyramids.
Yeah.
At Autism Acceptance All-Stars, it's more than awareness, it's action. When you sign up at the AAAS.org, you join a movement for acceptance, inclusion, and real impact. Don't miss our Memories Delivered program. We bring professional photographers right to the homes of autism families, capturing genuine moments in the comfort of their own space. Becoming an All-Star is free, but the difference you make is priceless. Visit the AAAS.org today. Be seen, be heard, be an all-star. If you'd like to promote your business on the show, please DM us for sponsorship opportunities. Thanks for tuning in. We out. Live Struggle Legacy. It's a whole movement.